All right, we're back with the LeBron 19, and just wow, there's so much to look at on these shoes. Without further ado, let's take a look at the upper. We have a synthetic TPU upper, and this stuff is very, very strong, to tell you the truth. It might not look like it, but it really has a good tensile strength, pretty breathable, and it does have some flex to it, so and it doesn't feel like a casket for your feet. There's a lot of plastics and a lot of bubbles and Air Max units and stuff all over here, so fly wire coming through the TPU upper there, that synthetic pressurized, heat-treated, woven material that we all love so much, that's so lightweight. This is a very special eyelet section because it just has a lot of stuff that you don't usually see. L for left, and it's basically a plastic eye stay section. Weaves in and out and connects with the fly wire here. You have another couple of eye stays on this plastic panel with the LeBron James signature here, but it's an interesting take on an eye stay section instead of it just running through the shoe. This is a plastic piece. It's pretty sturdy. It will help to give you some lateral stability, for the, when you're crossing man's over. So we're basically happy about that as well. Also, as you'll notice, it's kind of a smoky, see-through kind of a feel to it. Toe box section is pretty neat, and it just is what it is here, man. You have one here, as you can see here, and we're gonna find out what that means in a second when we see the other shoe. Here we have the King James mudguard. This says witness. Let's take a look at the Air Max units and zoom pads. Now here we have some really bulky zoom pads. I don't know if you guys actually saw the review that I made on these before, and I was commenting on how far they actually stick out. These side riggers, the outriggers here, how far they stick out from the shoe. One of the most concerning pieces actually that I thought was going to be a real problem, but having these on foot, they actually are put together really well. Now it does say here, long live the king, right on the side of the outrigger here, and as you can see inside, you have your very pronounced zoom pad unit. Looks super cool inside there, and it's just this is possibly one of the best colorways you can find. Now as you can see here, you have a Air Max unit that runs all the way around, and it has this chamber technology that I was talking about before in one of my last episodes, where it actually is very similar to the DMX technology that Reebok used to use, where you step on this part of the foot and the actual air transfers to another part of the foot, and it's just pretty cool. But we'll get into that into a second, man. Nike swoosh on the side with an airbag for the ankle area, and at the back there's also some more airbags. So many airbags all over the place because they're not really functional, they're more just for aesthetic purposes. This is also an airbag on the back, this little symbol here that they have, and you're looking at your pull tabs at the back, and of course a neoprene inner, a padded neoprene inner, which we'll take a look at in 2 seconds, just in case you're wondering what the back looks like. It looks pretty Darth Vader-ish, to tell you the truth, man. The outriggers look crazy from this side, but let's take a look at some more of this shoe has to offer, man, because it's just really crazy looking. LeBron James branding right here on the front. It's not like that Cordova mesh that you see on the Jordan 11s or anything. It's actually very supple, very soft, strong laces here, and of course we have the legendary LeBron 19 unit, the Air unit that's on the front of the tongue. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. You can kind of see the lion head on the inside, and it's obviously the airbags are in there, man. And on the top of the tongue here, it says strive for greatness, and you can see that the neoprene overlaps onto the tongue here. Now let's take a look at the inside of the shoe. On the side, you can basically see it runs all the way through, and it's translucent, so you can actually see inside the shoe, and you can see kind of like outside from the inside. Now one thing that is really cool is that it has a red insole with LeBron James branding here, and you can see right through to the airbag unit here on the back, and that's what you're seeing here. And you can actually see all the way through, and it actually has some writing underneath that, and it says lift for air access. If you need access to the air units, you can take the insole out, and you'll basically be able to mess with the air units if you need to for whatever reason. We have a very nubby traction pattern. I've already showed you guys these in one of my other videos. They will collect dust, so if you guys are serious about ball and you guys don't like to be wiping every 2 seconds, just you gotta bear with it. Internal crash pod inflated to 12 psi, so that's what that writing says here. So this airbag unit is actually blown up, and it's 12 psi. I guess that's the standard psi they have for airbag units, and it says here 20 psi. Inflate at 20 psi. So this is 12 psi, this is 20 psi. Air chamber runs through all the way from side to side, and now they've connected it from the back to the front air units here as well. Zoom Air Max, right? Look, So the air travels up through the zoom pads and connects onto the zoom pads themselves. You can have a clear window where you'll see the zoom actually connects to the shoe. It leads up to the front. Very nubby pattern. Now these are okay for indoors, but as I said, look, I can't even get this little piece of dust out of there. This is basically what the shoe's made of. Very well built. Let me know what you guys think about these in the comments section, man, because these took a while to get me personally. I didn't know if I wanted to touch on these, but you know, gotta get the LeBrons done. It just is what it is. And if you guys are noticing a different background, that's because I'm in the middle of switching sets, so don't watch that. Now, as a matter of fact, the LeBron 19s actually run a little big, so if you're a wide footer, these might be a good option for you, fam. You know what I mean? We have to actually get a slightly smaller size to make this work because my girl's gonna do the on foot, so it is what it is. When you're talking about sizing, I'd suggest going true to size, or maybe even down half a size, maybe even a full size, fam. You never know. But anyways, make sure you try these on before you buy them. There's enough pairs in store for everybody to try anyways. They probably got your size or close, so make sure you try these on before you buy them because you might be surprised at how much room these got. All kinds of stuff is going on in this one, man, and it's very discreet. The BRED colorway is the first one that I actually wanted to review, to tell you the truth, because the rest of them look kind of whack. But let me know what you guys think of these. Oh, and let's take a look at the box real quick. There's just so much crazy branding, but a lot of this stuff is stuff that has to do with LeBron. You know, palm trees, you got Saturn on there, you got all kind of stuff, you know, and I'm pretty sure there's like taco references and shit on here too, but it's just a really cool box. Now let's see what the box has for us. Box reads black LeBron 19 black university red, size 7.5, so it ain't gonna be me doing the on foot. Suggested retail price is $260.
Perfect.